more on what we call the medial side. So think about the big toe is here. We don't want to lift up with the little toe. We want to lift up with underneath the big toe between the first and the second, which is right underneath here. So if our foot is all centered, we're going to lift up from here, from the hip, and then the back hurts, the shoulder hurts, the neck hurts, the knee hurts, the foot hurts. And they say you need to have surgery. Well, it's all about breathing, balance, exhale, inhale, breathing, circulation and moving. And if you sit, you need to sit the right way and letting go. So right now, as you're standing, I don't want to put tension or pressure on my left hip or left pelvis. I have osteopenia, so I can feel myself and my hand and my shoulder, my whole left body going like this. Okay. I need to create more space and I need to expand. So I need to let go. I need to exhale. I need to let my feet go into the ground. So that means gravity is pushing me down from the center of my head, down the spine, down to underneath my spine, which we call the pelvic floor, and it pushes it down. Water pushes down and it comes out like this. It spreads it out. That's expanding here around your ball. And then you're in the center of that ball. How do we move? Like this? No. We move from the axis, which is in the center of the ball, like this. If we move the outside of the ball, there's no such thing. There's no beginning and no ending. So we need to move from the powerhouse of the body, which is the core. And doing that, we're going to move the air out, down, push it out. How do you push it out? You exhale. What do you do when you exhale? You're pulling your abdominals in. And then you're going to use your diaphragm and your rear to come back up. It's inhale. Then you exhale. The diaphragm relaxes, goes down, creates more space. Push the air out into the butt. Make it big, as if you have a big old butt. Expand it, not in your bones, expand here. And it goes all the way up to your armpits and your chest where we've done this. Expand it. Remember the jumping jack and the starburst? We don't do this. We want to do this first. We want to expand. Expand, expand. We're a big ball now. Let that big ball come up. Think about having big chest in the front. Okay? It expands. And we have a big butt in the back, but we're going to push it down. How are we going to push it down? We have to let go of the hip flexors and the thighs. We're going to push them back to the back of the hamstrings. We're going to exhale, pull the belly in, back down to the butt, put the ball in front of us. We don't put our heels of our hands in and hurt our wrists. We're going to use the ball and the belly in the air to go back. As we go back, we're pulling the air in. We're not going to go like this. We're going to go wrap around that ball. The ball goes right here in the center, right here. That ball right around that pelvic floor, right above that pubic bone, which is the bottom of the pelvis. We're going to take it back, not into the back. We're going to take it down into what we call the sits bones, or the bottom of the pelvis. We're going to expand that like it's a tire. When we expand that like it's a tire, not with our hips, we expand it. Exhale. This opens this up. Do you remember? And when we warmed up for sports, when we went like this, that's a contraindicated exercise done that way, because look, it puts all this pressure on your back and on your neck. So you can still do it, but you have to go like this. You have to open it up. Open it up. Open it up. A ball, the butt. So why is that so important? Because we sit all day long on that butt and we go like this. We don't expand. So it's the way you sit. So if you're sitting in a chair, okay, you don't need a big fat chair. You need really strong muscles here so that you don't have to sit like this. So you balance. You come closer together. We're basically a triangle that we sit. We have a triangle. That's how we sit. The pelvis, pubic bone, we have a triangle. That pelvis goes backward and the pubic bone goes forward, just like you're sitting in a bleachers. The same thing with your heel. Your heel is your base of your triangle, and the point is going to be the center of your foot. Same thing as your neck. Your base of your neck is right here. Base of the neck goes back. Your point is your nose. The base of your spine, okay, is the base of the triangle, and the point is going to be the sternum. When you inhale, you're coming up off of the seat. What's happening? Your hamstrings are going into your quads, your thighs going into your hamstrings. They're balancing. These are pushing back, these are pushing forward. How? Because we're pushing the air up from the ground. Inhale, exhale, not too fast. And we get to here. We're at our neck or our chest. Do we want to do this? No, we're a ball, darn it. We've got to get the air up here. So if we go like this, is any air going to come up? We going this way? Nope. We got to make this smaller. Okay, we're like a funnel. A funnel. Let's funnel up like a tornado. It starts coming up from the bottom, the power, and it starts surging up.